Hi Sages, if you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence. If you would like to take a screenshot, so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Sages, as always, will scry your ink, add on tarot and oracle, and the spirit box here is kicking for any audio additions that may inspire. I'm going to take a moment here, if you'd like to join me, to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Sages, thank you for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Let's go. Full transparency, Sages, it took me about 3 times to set the stage for your ink blot. For whatever reason, trying to record, I don't know if there's just something that you're going through.
I come and go.
Or there's an energy that kind of comes and goes of like this, what's the best way I can say that? Like almost like pessimistic. So I don't know if it's external or something internal externalized. Or maybe like there's somebody at your work, partner, all those channels being personal, right? Creative, corporate, personal, platonic, romantic. It was kind of irritating, and I had to do like 2 smudges to kind of, and I felt like I needed to re-solidify it. So maybe that could be helpful along the way if you are resonating with that. I'm seeing some sort of contemplation.
Buried.
Like I'm high up. Maybe there's something buried and like within you, and it's like re-rising. Maybe it's like as an example, maybe if you had a habit or mindset and you kind of feel like you're reverting a little bit, or it's trying to come in like, no, we're comfortable over here, or you don't want to do that, no, you do, you want to move forward, but there could be like this little voice or somebody else expressing that voice to you. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get stuck there, but I'm up here. See how like there's this little person up there? So that's where I'm at. And I'm like, it kind of like daydreaming. It's like seeing a crescent moon, even though I understand I just said daydreaming. But I'm seeing like the crescent moon with like the figure, like in fairy tales or in books when we were young, or just very typical. And there's this contemplation, daydreaming, surrendering. It could be very much so in the subconscious realm and wandering with the buried. And I'm just kind of like sitting there swaying, and I'm thinking. And I feel like this is very purposeful, and it brings me peace as I'm looking down at what could be in one respect like just
Be careful.
Just a lot. And I'm trying, thank you. I'm being mindful if I take the leap or decide to, jump back down to reality. Is it going to be a water slide? Is it going to be a roller coaster? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. And then when I come down here, I'm seeing something cleaning out. Okay, it's like a vacuuming. And this vacuum is cleaning out some sort of nest. But when I see the nest, I see it like almost like the back of a porcupine, very spiky, as a protective measure. So maybe there has been something more recently that's stepping forward, and maybe I do something because I'm really protecting something. Dig deeper. Why do I really do this? Or I say stuff like, do you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're like legit in a protective mode, but something in spirit's like vacuuming, or another energy around you is helping you to like vacuum out this nest of sharp things. I kind of feel like I'm getting a massage. To be honest with you, I feel like I'm getting a massage, and just kind of like someone who's not afraid to pet a porcupine, and it like smooths them out, and the porcupine's like, oh, it feels so nice. Excuse me, that's what it feels like.
Pleasure.
Yeah, maybe just enjoying some pleasure. That's what it feels like. And I'm in there when I see that. Like right here. Like there's the head, if you're under the table. It's like a vacuum of sorts. What else is going on, Sages? What is this? I see a little fox up there, and I'm seeing a claw. Okay, so I'm seeing this because your ink blot or the aura of July ink blots are all done in sepia and white. So very spiritual, deep kind of shaman feel. So a lot of things in that subcon realm may come up. I'm seeing Barney from Fred and Flintstone. And Barney has this little buddy, and I'm not sure if it's a rabbit or a fox. I think it's a fox. And he's got this claw coming in, like his hand. But I could just be seeing it as a, when you see like the hand from the side, especially in cartoon land, right? Like it's not verbatim, of course. Anyway, so I see it kind of coming in. So Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Maybe there's a best friend, something had happened, or there's a disagreement between a partnership, romantic or platonic, personal or professional. And this fox is kind of on my shoulder. And I don't know if it's being mischievous. Maybe it's also a spirit animal stepping forward to support what Barney wants, like being a sub-character. But really, like the show, okay. It's like Batman and Robin or Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. You could say he kind of feels like a sub-character, a secondary character, but really it enhances the... Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so maybe that's something you're looking at, or that's around you right now. Maybe you're seeing it in
what we want.
Seeing in the collective, or you're truly subconsciously starting to like up in that contemplation. Would you like to swing on the stars? Carry moonbeams home. And I want to move into the primary character. But it's almost like sages, you've done this wisely if you've been feeling in this situationship for one reason or another. It's almost like I can't believe I've been doing this, but I'm seeing also one of those people in a company that have been a little bit of everything. It's not like they just walked in one day as the CEO. They were a janitor. They were this. They were this. They tried all these different roles to have a true understanding of the positions along the way and the importance of them and how they interconnect.
Angel.
So I feel like you've been doing this quite intelligently so that when you go for something and you're in this contemplation, it's like, okay, what next? Or what would I like to do? Maybe you've been in Barney world for a little while and you're like, okay, I'm going to wander over to my Fred or Wilma and Betty, whatever Wilma and Betty. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like you understand you can shapeshift into all the characters of the cast. Any cast. It just happens to be coming through for me as the Flintstones. But again, it's like old. This is an old wisdom you have. I feel like you apply it, but there's some sort of burdens on the back that just need to be maybe just kindness. Kindness. Okay. I do see a spirit coming in there to help. There's the Barney, and here's the spirit coming in. So it's almost like with this claw out. I say claw, but really it's just, I don't know. Oh, and there's a peacock. A peacock that is playing with a bee. I think it's a bee. Yep. So it could also maybe have something to do with ego around you. And we know, ego is not bad. It's definitely part of the experience in its totality, ego and essence. This ego feels a little softer, more playful. But the spirit is coming in. Like quite happily. Sorry, I can feel like it floating.
Early.
Maybe it is that angel. Did you say angel earlier? Was that my imagination? See, just you have a lot of eyes on you. Now, I never know when I'm in any aura what's individual to the interconnected out into the collective. So it might not resonate with everyone, of course, but it could be amongst the air of all that is. It's very busy, sages. Very busy. There's all these little characters. What are these guys here sitting here? Sorry, I'm going to dig into this. Okay, so I feel strapped to something when I'm in these middle characters. I'll bring them up in a hot mess minute for you. And I just heard, I'm rubber and you're glue.
Asylum.
What sticks to me, what bounces off me sticks to you, something along that lines. Do you know that saying?
I'm not sure.
It's right here. And see how it's almost like they're stuck to something. And there's pointing. Okay, so that's like the rubber and glue thing. No, it's you. No, it's you. No, it's you. I don't know if this is part of the energies, male and female, introvert, extrovert, yada, yada, yada. Apply any polarity you would like. Doesn't even have to be necessary a polarity or a paradox. But it's almost like as they are doing this within the self or externally with a boss or a partner, it's creating like all this like shards of just more clutter. And then I see like these storm clouds above, but then there's Rocky and Bullwinkle at the top. And then I want to have like a sense of humor to remember, like, let me tell you something about my best friend. And it's like we come back together again and realize that we don't need to rubber and glue. Now, of course, if there's a situation where someone's being nasty Nelly, but I feel like, Sages, you're apt to take the high road, even though you might feel drowned. Maybe somebody that was drowned. You might feel, I don't want to say suppressed a little bit. Maybe just not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's okay. I'm not going to get stuck there. Anyway, so that's like as these shards are being shot back and forth. And it's almost like then I want to go and get another massage. It's like, okay, I need to clear this out. Again, this could be in the collective. You could see this on the screen even. And you're like, really? It's even like raining rabbits. Fears and frequencies, but also the fertility of this thing. So it's almost like once maybe people around you and of yourself get into this role, or the back and forth pointing fingers, button, who's got the button, you're like, oh no, it's multiplying. But Sages, I feel like you're trying to, whether this is within or without, kind of bring light to the storm. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if it does or not, but, and I say that because I'm going down here, because even though this is happening on, say, this level very linearly, when I wander down, so like this is where that fight is, and this is what's happening above, and then if I wander down, I'm not sure if everyone's aware. When I say everyone, because I don't know, Sages, if this is individual and the people around you, like your family, your friends, all the way out to the collective, that it's connected spiritually to like inner earth. And then I come back inside. And then there's work being done under there. What were these cards? Buho, transform the way you see. If you know me, I'm always going to read the artistry first and then the word second, but please always follow your intuition first versus my yammerings. Translucence, love the darkness. And Epiphany, reveal your gifts. Oh, Sages. We've been talking about that. And it's even card number 2 with the 2 rubber and glues. Transform the way you see. And I feel like that's, even in the contemplation character way up here, this is what it's like looking down upon, like all these layers. Fascinating. Okay. Love the darkness, 33. Master number 33. Epiphany, reveal your gifts, 6. Sages. Give me a hot second, please. Okay. Whether this is personal, professional, on the earthly level, and digging down into inner earth, because that's where Spirit's drawing my attention. Spirit comes in to support what's happening. I'm seeing also somebody, a mother with a baby on the back, but like, one of those carriers. Sometimes they hold them in the front, but it's actually in the back. I'm also seeing one of those caps with the helicopter thing on there. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to do that, but thank you. Thank you for your opinion. And that spirit comes in here to help this And then there's spirit here helping this flow into inner earth.
Stop recording.
Sorry, love, I can't do that, but thank you. This is where your gift is. It is like deep inner earth. I feel like I'm making pottery or something. I am molding. And then when I go all the way back up to that crescent moon thing, like as above, so below, and there's fire in between. But I'm grounded by earth. Something is coming. Oh, what are you? Sorry, give me a moment. Another kind of massagey thing. It's weird. Actually, it's not massagey feeling. It's like an energy sweep. Again, it has something to do with the back. I don't know, sages, if you even with the woman with the child on the back, I don't know if you guys have been carrying a lot amongst the collective and it's reflective individually or vice versa. I'd also check up what Thursday planet is. Maybe Jupiter? I can't remember. Anyway, sorry. That could be some sort of planet, but they're like sweeping down. And this is like, this one is specifically, and I only know from my massage days, like in a massage chair. And it's focusing on the head, neck, and shoulders, like an indie head massage. But then there's like this energetic sweeping, whether it's Reiki or just, empathic release of the back body to help kind of clear the back space. There's no need to apologize, love, but thank you. Okay, so I'm going to wander down into the inner earth, if I may, because this is where some sort of gift is. And by going through the dark tunnel towards inner earth, it's actually spirits lighting the way. This could be in the dream state. This could be in meditation. This could be in journeying, whatever the case may be. I also see somebody like, excuse me, like being at work or something, and you kind of like have this, whoa, it just happened there. Like there could be just something amongst your workplace, another energy amongst your workplace. I see a bear cub specifically. Might be a spirit animal you're working with when you're in your shamanic state, in meditation, or a power animal, spirit animal. It kind of looks like Winnie the Pooh. It's got its hands in something. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's playing with another animal, but like they're playing together. This bear has a cape on it, like a cape, like a superhero cape. That's one connection to this inner earth. It could be inner child stuff. Maybe it's in regards to a child. If you have a sensitive child that you have an inkling has a gift or something like that. Or earthly or topically or physically a disability, but even psychically, disability to superpower. It's very subjective. Again, something with the spine, because I'm seeing a spinal cord. But maybe this is just how sages are connected into everything. It's like suddenly I can see your bow.
It's warm.
And it's like a spinal cord it's just a spinal cord. Maybe you're working with Kundalini energy. Your light ladder, your rainbow ladder. Excuse me, my nose is getting itchy. Yes, spirits around. Okay, so then I'm going to wander over to this other ties, because there's at least 3 channels within this kind of pit of, and I don't mean pit in a bad way, just in this pool of inner earth, and then it like shoots off into other canals. Yep. But these 2 are connected to each other. There's also a horseshoe. You have a horseshoe in there. I feel like when you go deep, sages, like the horseshoe symbology of luck as it is up. Yeah, I just heard lucky duck. And I'm seeing, ooh, what are you? Is it a cherub? Okay, and then there's like that other mythological creature or character. It's like half lion, half something else. Forgive me. But that's kind of like the hybridness of it. There's another part of you that's growing in this, but it's like I'm blending something about your
Zachary.
something about your gifts. I need to go in here for a moment as well. I'm seeing a rocking horse. Yeah, I'm also seeing a set of eyes. And something, oh, is these warrior markings kind of? Okay. Here's the eyes. Let's see if I can do this. I might have to look down. Here's the eyes. And then like right under here, maybe cheekbones or something along that lines. And then say if this was a headdress. And then these are like hat or headdress. And it's very pointed. It was pointed up here as well with that little Barney creature. We have shaman of foresight and spirit of empowerment that also came through to support while I was traveling down there. Okay, so that's the shaman's cave. Right there, the palm of the hand. And then these channels that come out from the shaman's cave. I just heard 5-finger discount.
Electric.
So I don't know if somebody or within yourself, like from a lineage standpoint or from a spiritual standpoint to very physical and topical, if someone took something from you, thievery in regards to like your natural gifts or, but in like the soul retrieval, spirit of, but it doesn't feel like that. It's almost like you were led to believe it was stolen or taken from you. I won't say entitlement because I don't generally enjoy the energy of that word. But it's part and parcel of you. But they didn't actually take it. But it's like you were led to believe that it was gone. Or maybe you saw things as a child, maybe your spiritual gifts, your intuition, your intellect with the bridge of the imagination. And it's like you go and you're like, oh, you find it, right? There's that like primary character, secondary characters, spirit to the self. And you're like, oh, there it is. There it is. And it's more than happy to come through. And you're like, it was never taken.
God.
But yet it was kind of implied. Okay, sorry, sages. I'm going to close out because I've been rambling here a long time. And now I see, like, it is so... I don't know if I can share this with the Scrying. Where was it? I think it's... No, it's right there. See, right there. That's where I'm at. Right in that little tiny spot. When I come back up to the surface, that bear cub superhero, now this bear is full grown. So it really could be a spirit animal. Or just yeah, okay. And I'm on the back of it riding it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm living it up. I'm like, I did that. Even though like the whole trickery thing, if there was some sort of trickery or thievery afoot, that could have been so long ago.
10.
Past lives, 10 years ago, maybe whatever 10 may mean to you, but I'm going to land in with some cycle of this and it's been recuperated because you were willing to go through and love the darkness. And I mean like actual dark earth, inner earth. And now you come out empowered. Powered.
Grandfather.
Maybe it was part of your grandfather lineage. That could also be the older gentleman I see down here. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip past you in case you were a grandfather energy. Like whose essence resides down there with you when you decide to so there's a point person to trust. Okay, sages, I'm going to let you go. I will see you later on in the
Guide.
month. We will flip it. Is he a guide? Grandfather guide? So you might have a grandfather shamanic guide, or it doesn't have to be shamanic if that's not the language that, resonates. But within your culture, within your ideas, to keep it broad so that you can, snuggle in with your loved ones. Okay, sages. I will see you later on in the month. We'll flip it for alternative perspective possibilities. Thank you.